I'm an Iranian. I'm like, we still do that. All of these energy goddess duties I'm doing all about. I still want to be a medical doctor. My daddy is paying money, and his money cannot go to waste. That I like. This is the life I chose. I can't remember. How do you write this? There was Dr. Shitu. I can't talk about my lecturers today because that's a whole lot of gist. Oh my days. If my classmates from UI see this video, they would absolutely how do you do so much? Like, you seem to have a lot going and you just have it all together. Bruh, I don't know if I have it all together, number one. Number two, I don't think there's a technique. I don't think there's a mechanism to it. It's just, I really believe that is a grace factor. I really believe that I have a grace for these things, and that's why I'm able to do so much and excel at them regardless. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Arike. Oh god, this is so weird. I have not, okay, sorry, let me finish. Calm down. Let's take this again. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to ARIKE'S Arena. If you're new here, please like the video, subscribe, go down below, leave a comment with the hashtag new so we can welcome you the Arike way. And if you're a returning subscriber, you all already know I got much love for you. This channel is our own. Now we get time, you know. Oh my days, you guys, I'm not even going to lie. I feel so awkward doing this because for the opting time, it's been ages. And I know I've been doing that these days, you know, where I just come and disappear for a while. And this is coming from someone who used to be the most consistent YouTuber in this life. But you see, life is gonna happen to you. Adulthood is gonna happen. And truth is, my life has been a roller coaster for a while now. I think for like 3 months. I've literally been jumping from project to project. I'm not even capping you guys. Like, there's always something. Initially, it was the Innovate Game Night, which is amazing, by the way, your girl hosted. And then there was MedFest 3.0, which was also beautiful. God showed up and showed up for your girl, you know? You know, I hosted that too, and it was amazing. Then right now we're preparing for Alujo. If you're in Ondo or you're in Medite or you're in the Ondo environment, you should absolutely be there because it's literally the biggest theater show in this state. I say that with all confidence. Bruh, we don't do mid, man. But seriously, you guys, I have missed you guys. Like, it feels so off. You know, I mean, every once in a while I get to post something here, especially on shorts, you know, but I've just not had a sit down with you guys, which is what we used to do a lot then, before life happened. And keep in mind that all of these energy goddess duties I'm doing all about, I still want to be a medical doctor. My daddy is paying money, and his money cannot go to waste. So there's still med school in all of this, and then there's the worded doc. In fact, you see, these days, the worded doctor and energy goddess are starting to feel like alter egos. Do you get? Because me as the energy goddess is a totally different life. You know, emceeing, hosting game shows, drama queen, all of that. And then there's the worded doctor, woman of purpose, daughter of Zion, yada yada yada. But funny thing is, we still have to put all of these things together because that is what makes me me. That is what makes Arike Oluwa, you know. So it's been a lot, but God has been good. God has been helping us. These days, people come around and they ask questions like, how do you do so much? Like, you seem to have a lot going and you just have it all together. Bruh, I don't know if I have it all together, number one. Number two, I don't think there's a technique. I don't think there's a mechanism to it. It's just, I really believe that is a grace factor. I really believe that I have a grace for these things, and that's why I'm able to do so much and excel at them regardless. So yeah, my life has just been a lot. Honestly, at this point, if you guys deny me and like you say you are not doing it again, God, it's raining. I hope you guys can still hear me. It's pretty noisy. I hope I can do something with the editing, but yeah, basically, I don't want to stop this video because of the rain. But yeah, like I was saying, at this point, if people say you are not doing it again, that you are not doing this Iranian something again, I would absolutely understand because I've been the absolute worst. You know, when I'm maybe in school, at the cafeteria, or I went to get something at the supermarket, and somebody goes, hey, I'm like, hi, because people know me from different things now. It's either from Aludio, or it's from EVENTFUL, or it's from YouTube. So I'm not sure, where exactly this person comes from. So I'm like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. And like, oh, I'm an Iranian. I'm like, we still do that. But honestly, I'm not even going to lie. It's really delightful to know that there are these people who are constantly rooting for me, regardless of what, despite whatever. And I love you guys. This is just me saying that I love you. So this is supposed to be a life update video, right? But I generally do not like life update videos, and this is why. I feel like trying to compress what has happened in your life in 3 months to just come and give these people sharp gist. Just, I don't know, like, how much can you really tell us, right? So it's just a way of coming back, which is exactly what I am doing right now. I've not done a sit down video with you guys for a while. I've been posting our show. I've been posting Breathe. I think we've done all the panel episodes now. Oh, there's a last panel episode, and then we have the couple episodes. That's with Dr. Akinbodewa and Pastor Femi and his wife. Really beautiful episodes, you guys. But I'm going to get that out as soon as I can. I just let me drop this one first. So life updates. I already gave you guys the gist about the many things that I had to work on. And here's the worst part. So when I now said, oh, let me finally come and resume. Wait, what happened that day? The day when I got to school after this. What's it called too? Because at some point it really felt like I dropped out. Like I really wasn't doing anything that had to do with school for about 2 weeks or so. So the day that I got back to school, 2 of my HOs, those are house officers, right? They saw me as I was entering the complex, right? And they were like, auntie, you still day school? I'm like, me, I still do. I come still day school, but that is money cannot waste, right? And so he goes, you're welcome, okay, come. Sha, I finally got to my unit, and okay, for my non-medical people, right, there are like 2 arms of medicine, MBBS, medicine and surgery that we do, and that's medicine and surgery. I mean, there are other areas, but like medicine and surgery are main, right? And so we have done our medicine posting. Generally, surgery is supposed to be chiller than medicine, but there's this particular unit in surgery, it's urology, right? So it's just as hot as medicine. I think that's because the consultant is new, like he just became a consultant recently. So, yesterday, it's still as if you move stuff for you, okay, what we say someone is moving stuff is like, you're spitting, it's just pouring out the information like saying a textbook. So the consultant is there, so they collect anyhow. Funny thing is, in S1, right, I think it was my group that started with him, right, and it was still very chill then. As far, I think he just became a consultant maybe weeks before, so it was still very chill with us. So when other groups went round to his unit and they're like, hey, you guys, urology top, we could not relate because urology was really chill for us and all of that. Now only for us to go for S2, which is like surgery posting too, and oh god, the fire on our heads. But the funny thing about lecturers like that, at least the few of them that I know, God bless my lecturers from UI, God, Dr. Kunle Alabi, Dr. Ige, those lecturers that just have such a smooth blend. You guys, we really have to pray for Nigeria, man. The fact that we're still at the level where small rain like this, and what's their name? NEPA, Fusun, PHCN, they have carried their lights. It's just sad. But anyways, where was I, Jerry, with this that I was giving you guys? That's how I shall finally resumed after my 2 weeks of sabbatical. Only for me to come back, and after the session with you, I was talking about lecturers like this, right? And the first examples that come to my mind, honestly, are my UI lecturers. God will bless those people for me. Hi, Dr. Kunle Alabi, Dr. Ige. Oh my days, like, how do I put it? These guys make learning sweet. Like, it would sweet you to one lane. Do you understand? And I think what makes the difference is that smooth blend, between being serious and, dishing out the stuff, and also, how Yoruba say, something like that. You get my gist. That's the vibe lecturers like that give. I think another example that comes to mind is Dr. Kesh. Dr. Kesh is another level. He took us, that was in the school. He took us, what's it called now? Anapaf. Pattern Farm. Now when I was here ranting to you guys about Pattern Farm. In fact, the video that I did with my friends just recently that were, reliving our Pattern Farm memories, we talked about Dr. Kesh, Dr. Alabi. I think lecturers like that are actual blessings. Yeah. So anyways, back to the gist. I went, and normally back every once in a while, Dr. Adeku they pick on me. Hey, I'm not supposed to mention it. Anyways, moving on with the gist. What's it called? Resume Dr. Adeku. You post never brought light to We thank the Lord. What was I in the gist? I've lost my train of thought again. What was I even saying? So Shaisha finally resumed. And unfortunately, I was already as in the week that I decided to resume, that's when menstrual cramps now said that today I'm gonna sit down with you. So I was resuming on a Wednesday instead of a Monday, because I would have resumed on Monday and it would have had no business with the fact that I had not been in school for 2 weeks, because that was the first week in his posting. So I would have been safe. But unfortunately, that's how menstrual cramp owed me. I think I must have mentioned before that I'm one of those people that have dysmenorrhea. That's like severe menstrual pain. I can remember that my sister was saying that, I think it was one day that, I was having an episode at home and she was like, all of the energy goddess where they shout everything in the morning. I was like, you see life? You see life? Unfortunately, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to capture that part of my life, because my family was saying one time like that. It's funny that people would never, as much as I share my story, you guys already know that I enjoy sharing my story. I really think that it's part of purpose for me, hoping that, apart from the fact that I make you guys laugh because I think I'm funny, I also like the fact that I get to share my story, share my experiences, help people realize that, whatever it is you're going through, you're not the only one. I just share the ups and downs of life. I honestly think that people sugarcoat it too much and show just the nice parts. So I like that I show every aspect there is to life. So but my family was saying that, is it not funny that as much as people know of me, they don't know this aspect of my life? And I'm like, well, I doubt that I'm ever going to be able to share, not out of privacy, but the fact that when I'm in that phase, for you, I do not see the possibility of being able to count down enough to actually make a video about it. Do you get my gist? So except maybe there's someone around who just takes initiative to take clips of me at that time, it's almost impossible that I would ever be able to share that with you guys. Anyways, I digress. Back to the situation. So I got to the hospital that day, and it was like, hey, I'm just resuming. I was like, Sam, I wasn't feeling fine. Can I had cramps? She said, if you had cramps, come for exam. Sure, you will not come for exam. I say, sir, it's not like that. You understand? I shall try to wriggle my way out of the situation. Moving on, we just started, it was taking us a particular topic. We just went on out of the blue from nowhere. That was how we started talking about, I think, it was trying to explain something. It was now telling our resident that all these things that he's explaining, that it doesn't concern Arike. That Arike doesn't need these things. Arike is not, I'm like, from where to where? Why are you all of a sudden drag? What did I do? Why are you dragging me? I think he was teaching us urethral stricture. That is, so it was like, that all this urethral stricture that I'm talking about, Arike is just looking at me like, oh yeah. I was like, sir, he helped me. I don't understand. Why am I in school? We shall moved on from that, right? We're already back to urethral stricture and the rest of urology and whatnot. From the blue, I just heard, hope he's helping you with everything, like all these plenty things you are doing. I was like, he's helping. Who is he? Like, by Isa, do you mean God? Because honestly, who is he? He said, come on, answer the question. I say, sir, what do you mean by he? He said, I'm asking you a question, answer the question. I now say, yes, sir, he's helping, because he's helping me. I'm like, sir, yes, he's helping me. And I said, okay. Like, say we had moved on. Next thing I heard was, where is he from? Hey, or no, we are really discussing this in the middle of urology. Why are you putting me on this spot? I said, sir, he's from Lagos. Like, hey, Meanwhile, I already asked somebody that question, and I think the person said, Boya Ilesha, Abeokuta or Ekiti. And he was like, hey, I knew it. Arike cannot follow Ekiti man. He has to be from Lagos. We shall move on. I don't know how we got back to the matter again. We were talking marriage. Oga was saying I'm ripe for marriage. It was just a very eventful day. I'm like, God, I beg. The funny thing is, when I process it now, right, even all the way from UI days, I've always been a victim of being, in quotes, picked on. I think it turned out that it was a good thing at the end of the day, because when I think of it now, like nearly all of my physiology lecturers are still my very good friends. And when I say friends, I actually mean friends. Like Dr. Kure Alabi, we will chat about the randomest things. And honestly, she's such an amazing woman. Like the way she relates with me, almost like a sister setting. Do you understand? Like it's a blessing, honestly, to have people like that. And then Dr. Ege, I've not even spoken to Dr. Ege in a while, but I'm just thinking of the fact that throughout UI days, there was Dr. Shitu. I can't talk about my lecturers today because that's a whole lot of gist. Oh my days. If my classmates from UI see this video, they would absolutely Dr. Shitu was a saga. Like, that was an entire saga. But I really love my lecturers from there. I mean, they always picked on me, but it turned out to be for good at the end of the day. Like, I don't, my lecturers just always happen to like me. Even though it can be frustrating to get picked on like that, like, and then have to disclose personal things because your lecturer is asking, shey you tell him something I can't disclose. He even asked me my age at some point. I was like, Jehovah Nisi, but thank God it's not something that bothers me. So yeah, I guess it has its bad sides and good sides that you are picked on by a lecturer, but yeah. So my life has been like that. So now we're back into school proper. You know, I'm back to school, like what my father is paying for. You know, someone said the way I always talk about med school as far, maybe my father is paying money, the money cannot waste. You'd almost think that it's not something I want for myself. Do you know that me coming to med school, me coming back from med school was me insisting, like it was based on my personal insistence. In fact, when I meet people and they're like, are you serious? You went back for medicine, blah, 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 that's huge. I can't relate. Like, was huge, was the big deal. I knew medicine was what I wanted to do. I mean, I have a plan board for my life in accord with God's will, obviously, and I know that this is one of those things that I have to do to get where I want to go, to get where God wants to take me to. So I mean, do what's necessary, do the needful. It's not that big a deal. So when people go, oh my God, you went back from medicine. Okay, yeah. You know, I really don't think it's a big deal. But anyways, I think that's about the long and short gist. My life has been lately, and then there's the love part of it. I'll just you guys that one. I'm enjoying my life. You know, I'm loving the life that I like. This is the life I chose. I can't remember the rest of it, but this is the life I chose, and I'm loving it. It's hectic as hell, stressful to have to keep all of these things together, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I think because I actually love activity. Right, I love being occupied, and I think because from a fairly early age I already understood that there was quite a difference between being busy and being productive. I became conscious as to, you know, investing my time in, you know, things that actually matter, you know, in projects and, you know, things that I could see value for. Like when it all comes together, I'm like, bruh, you know, you did that, you get. So yeah, I'm loving my life so far. We're doing medical school. I'm trying to be a doctor, you know. Your doctor's doctor. And then I'm still doing energy goddess duties, and as God will have it, we're still performing our worded doctor roles. You guys should check me out on Instagram, the worded doctor. You know, basically I have a show on there, ARIKE'S Speaks, and essentially it's focused on practical Christianity. I just feel like a lot of times we mystify what it means to be Christian, and you know, we deepen a lot of things when in reality it's in your day-to-day, it's in those conversations, it's in how you treat the next person, it's in your thoughts, you get. So I try to speak to those things that you would, well, typically consider inconsequential, and you know, I give up on these people, man. I am done. Anyways, and you know, try to be better Christians even in the simplest things. I think that's the long and short of me. You see, me personally, I'm already tired. But thank you guys for sticking with me on this video. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you guys next week or next whenever I decide to do a sit down video. But the next episode of Breathe is going to be dropping. I also still have the last episode of our Path and Farm experience to drop. It will shall drop. God will keep helping us. I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking with me, and see you some other time. Hey, Nepa did not want me to do this video, but the Lord have